listen, go back and listen to some of my old pods. This is not new information. This is not new. But I've been saying, yo, if you are paying a DJ to get on their playlist and that DJ is using bots, what happens when you stop paying that DJ to be on his playlist that's using the bots? What happens? Your following and all of your views and all your streams are going to go down because you're no longer paying that DJ to get your streams played. Now, this is the flip side of this. I also said the same thing. I said a lot of these DJs might be using bots to get their views up. Welcome. Welcome to the Mad Lucrative Podcast. I'm the host, the one and only Magneto 7 in the building. I'm here. Thank Jesus I'm here. This is episode 150. I've had some fun with these little pre-shows, right? I'm learning how to implement the new independent artists into the pre-show, because a lot of the times I know a lot of people, especially like my people on YouTube, probably some of the people that's on Patreon, they be like, yo, I don't want to hear nobody new. Give me the bangers that I already know. I'm like, all right, I got you. So we can create some new bangers and create some new opportunities for some new artists. How about I just play a little bit of them and all this? But I think a lot of y'all, if y'all correct me if I'm wrong, or if I'm right, everybody on Patreon, everybody on YouTube, everybody on TikTok, everybody on Instagram, y'all let me know, did y'all enjoy the pre-show? Because I enjoyed it. But anyway, I thank Jesus that I'm here. I thank Big Jesus. I thank Big God. I thank all of the G's and J's. Well, wait, G's and J's. They could be perceived a whole different way, right? A G, which is a gangster. And then the J, which is a junkie. So I appreciate all the G's and J's. Well, anyway, but I meant it in Jesus and God. I meant it in those terms. Jesus and God. I appreciate both of those, right? We're going to just start. We got a lot to cover, unfortunately. We got a lot to cover today. But I'm going to start with the praise report. Right? I'm here. Hold on. Let me, before I get into my foolishness, let me shout everybody out that I did see in the chat. Goliath, what up? AMWKW1, what up? True King, what up? Official wins off. What up? Blake Carrington, what up? Pressurized, what up? Frostin Social, what up? All right, let me go to TikTok. Trey, what up? Milo, what up? Oh, Goliath, you're on TikTok too? You're a freaking multitask streamer. You're a multi-streamer. And everybody else, I can't see y'all name. Matter of fact, I'll do this. I'm going to scroll up. Thank you for the gifts. E.T. Phone Home. Thank you. Yo, everybody on Patreon, we're going to figure this out. Goliath actually did a whole class. Showing us how to stream. And I have not done the work. See, everybody has some work to do when they have to take ownership of the things that they are not doing. Guess what? I am taking full ownership of the things that I have not had time to do, right? I'm not going to make an excuse. Be like, ain't nobody trying to help me. Ain't nobody trying to help me figure out how to stream. Ain't nobody trying. No, Goliath actually did a whole masterclass on how to stream and how to stream on multiple platforms. It's my fault for not learning how to do it in efficient time so I can offer it to y'all in a better format. But anyway, I'm here. Shamat, what up? So this week I tried to get grown. And I failed horribly. If you are wondering what I'm talking about working out. Yo, I ain't gonna front. Since I have been at the house more often to work and I'm not getting out the house as much, I be like, yo, I need to get out the house and I need to do more stuff. And I'm like, yo, I need to just keep going. I keep going. So the 25 to 35, now on to 40-year-old version of me, I used to get outside and just go jog. I'd be like, you know what? I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna get up in the morning. Don't brush my teeth. Don't do nothing. Just go outside, go jog. What up? What up? Go outside, go jog, and I'd be good, right? Y'all, 40 is different. 40 is different. So let me tell y'all what's going on. Let me tell y'all what's going on. So I went outside. What was this? This 2 days ago now. 2 days. It's taken 2 days for me to get a full recovery, technically. But anyway, I went outside because I said, you know what? I am up to right. I'm about to touch that 250. I'm about to touch that 250. So I said I need to get outside. I need to go work out because when I work out outside, this is the trick. And I don't know if this is the Anglo-Saxon in me. I don't know what part of me this is that makes me want to do this part. But I was like, yo, if I am going outside and I go jogging and I run far enough away from the house, then guess what? I got to run back to the house. I can't. This is the thing, because everybody that has treadmills like me, I have a treadmill, I got a bike, and I got a whole little gym in my basement. Whole little gym down here, right? So I'm normally in the gym, but this is the thing with the gym. You have the ability to stop whenever you feel like stopping. That's the aha. That's the aha moment. When you feel like stopping and you got your own gym in the house, you can just stop and just don't do nothing else. You just like, all right, I'm good. I'm done. You could have had in your mind, I'm going to go for an hour of cardio. And then you get on the bike or you get on the treadmill and then you run for 30 minutes. You're like, all right, I'm done, right? So me, I said, I'm going to get grown. I'm going to go back outside in these streets, right? I'm going to go back outside in these streets and go jogging. So I went to go jog and first mile, bam, I'm good. I'm jogging, I'm walking, I'm jogging, I'm walking. I say, I feel that 250. I feel it right there. I feel it. But I'm going to keep going. So the funny thing is, and this is my beef when it comes to DeKalb County. I stay in DeKalb County. Everybody that's watching this on YouTube, everybody that's watching this on Patreon, on TikTok, Instagram, if you stay in DeKalb County, you can give me the amen, man. Like, I got you, bro. You right, bro. You right. But this is the thing. In DeKalb County, there are a few segments, right? There's a few segments of where the money is spent, right? In my segment of DeKalb, we're getting a couple of drops of money, right? We're getting a couple of drops. But then you slide over, and then I'm right on the edge of city of Decatur, right? I'm right on the edge of city of Decatur. Decatur, everybody that's watching this, you might be in a foreign nation. I don't know where you're watching this from. Decatur is right outside of Atlanta, right? We're right outside Atlanta. We're probably about 15 minutes from the city, like the actual city of Atlanta. We're like 15 minutes roughly. So property value is going up. We paying high taxes. I've been telling all of my lucrative community members, like, yo, everything is going up. Even Trey stays in Texas. He's like, yo, everything is just expensive, blood. I'm like, yeah, blood. Yeah, blood. But anyway. So I'm jogging, and I'm jogging, and then I said, the Karen in me said, I need to take a picture of what I just saw, because if I don't take a picture of what I just saw, somebody could get hurt. This is the first time. Said somebody could get hurt if I don't just take a picture of what I see. So I'm jogging, and I see an open manhole, right? And it's right on the curb. It ain't that far from my house. So I take a picture of it. I said, I'm going to report this to the county. Tell them, look, send someone. This is the white side of me. If you can, you guys send someone out to go ahead and fix this hole. And if they can come fix this hole, then we'll be good. Because I think somebody could get hurt. Somebody could easily get hurt. And we don't want them to get hurt and fall in the hole. So that was the Karen side of me, right? That was the Karen side of me. I said, somebody could get hurt if they don't fix this hole. I stepped back. I took a picture of it. Took a picture from different angles. Yeah, it's right on the corner. It's right in the front of the church. The gas station's right here. The church right here. The manhole is uncovered. It's right here. Took a picture of it. Keep jogging. I was like, all right, I'm good. I'm in my civil duty bag, right? I'm in my civil duty bag. I hit mile 2. I'm still good. Bam. I said, you know what? This is when I got grown. Because had I not listened to this side, I would have been cool. But I said, you know what? I feel good. I'm on mile 2. I could probably knock 4 miles out. I got 4 miles in me outside. Let's get it. Let's get it. And I wasn't up about, after I hit mile 2, I was probably about 30 minutes in, right at 30 minutes in, maybe a little bit under 30. But anyway, I said, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and keep it going. So I jogged past the street. I jogged past the street. That's the street to turn to get to my neighborhood, to get back to my neighborhood. I jog past that street and I keep going. Ooh, I feel good. I feel good. Y'all, my black ace. If my black ace kept running, I said, yo, we gonna keep going. It's another manhole. This manhole was covered up though. And this is my point. This manhole was covered up, the lid was on it and everything. Anybody thinks if the manhole is covered up and the lid is right there, I can jog over it. I'm fine. No, I was not fine. No. Yeah. And everybody on Instagram, I mean on YouTube, I got you. Give me 1 second. But anyway, I keep jogging. I'm going. I feel like Rocky, Eye of the Tiger. I hear don't. Hey, don't. I hear all of that. I'm hearing all of it. Don't. He's the man of the streets. Y'all know the words. He's the man of motivation. Right? I'm jogging. I step on this manhole, y'all. All I can see is stars like Tweety Bird. I said, oh, Lord Jesus, help me, Lord Jesus, help me. I started getting into my terrier mode. What happened was this. This is what happened. While I was jogging, I stepped on the manhole cover. My leg, this left leg right here, the left leg just went straight down. Guess what? I was jogging. The right leg was shortly after. So I stepped on this one. I said, oh, ish. I stepped on the other one. I said, I am about to die. So this much of my body from here down was in the manhole. So I'm in the manhole, and all I can think of is life alert. I'm falling and I can't get up, Lord Jesus. I felt like an old white man. Somebody help me. Do y'all not see me? I'm in Atlanta, right? I'm in Atlanta, so don't nobody care. Somebody help me, please. So I'm like this on the manhole. And every dude knows this feeling, right? It's the feeling that I had is the same feeling that you get when somebody punch you in the face and you're like, oh, that was good. I didn't expect for you to do that, right? That's the feeling that I had, right? So I'm in the manhole. Half of my body's in the manhole. This hand right here, when I went live the other day on Instagram, I said, yo, this hand right here was like the hand of God. God said, no, not today, son. He did that. Bam. He put his power on this hand. I caught all 248 pounds of me with this hand. I said, ah. So Jesus said, you can't die today, son. I said, thank you, Jesus. No, I didn't. Not really. I was still cussing. I was like, who needs to? The white man in me said, who needs to come fix this? These niggas out here ain't fixed. These niggas ain't fixed nothing. They just abandoned this side of town. I got into Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, and Donald Trump all at one time. But anyway, I'm here. I didn't die. I ain't gonna front. This other thing too. I ain't gonna front. The first thought that I had, oh, I'm about to sue somebody today. Who got to get sued? I'm about to sue. I'm about to go to the hospital. I'm about to get a neck brace. I'm about to get an ankle brace. I'm about to sue somebody today for what they did to me with this manhole. I ain't gonna front. That's the black side. That's the Curtis side of me. The Curtis side of me said, oh, I need to sue these mugs. The white side of me said, who needs to come fix this? Somebody's gonna get hurt. My daughters could step on. All right, but anyway, I'm here. So that was my recap, my long recap, right? So y'all, we got a lot to cover. I don't know if we're gonna get a chance. My bad. I don't know if we're gonna get a chance to cover half of this stuff. I think what I'm gonna do, I think I'm gonna do a whole TikTok and Spotify segment for every show. I think I'm gonna do a TikTok and Spotify segment for every show because this is what's happening. I don't know if everybody is looking at the influencers like the real influencers though. Not the influencers that say, bruh, all you got to do is quit your job and you gonna make $100,000 in one day. I did it. Buy my course. Nobody specifically, but you know who you are. Hey, Trey, you know good well they be like, I quit my job yesterday and I made $100,000 today. All you got to do is buy my course and you could do the same thing, right? Influencers, right? The influencer. I'm not talking about those influencers. I'm talking about the influencers that actually study analytics. I'm talking about the influencers that study economics when it comes to our economy. Like how is the money flowing? Where's the money about to go? Look at those people. My bad. Oh, thank you, Angela. Thank you, girl. Thank you. There it is, right there. So, anyway, my YouTube audience holds me accountable for all of my hiccups. So, thank you. So this is something that's going on, and I told y'all it was coming. I keep telling y'all it's coming, and I feel like everybody is just like on the dum-dum stick. Can somebody tell me why there's such a dum-dum stick out here in these streets? It's just dumb, right? This is the thing, right? And I've been getting on the whole Spotify thing for a long time. So if y'all don't know how I feel about Spotify, go look at a few of my old podcasts. This is the Mad Lucrative podcast because some of y'all are watching this on TikTok and on Instagram. This is the Mad Lucrative podcast. Go watch it on YouTube. And I have a lot of information that's surrounding Spotify, that's surrounding TikTok, that's surrounding streaming, and musicians, like where the money is going. But anyway, I told y'all this was coming. And this video got sent to me. The username on Instagram is I am Kevin Morris. And the Morris is Morse. All right, but check it out. Listen to this, and we're going to respond to this right quick.
Here's this message again from Spotify, a.k.a. DistroKid. Now they saying keep going. Has been detected of artificial streams. It's the playlist they put me on. DistroKid, yeah, I'm probably done. No, we don't pay for streams. We don't buy bots. We only get in the discovery thing that Spotify puts us in, or the luck of the draw playlist of DistroKid. You pay an outside service or pay for streams or pay. I didn't pay for none of that. I don't do that. You probably didn't know it, but these services use bots to generate fake streams, even if they claim they're natural. Boom, this is the behind the scenes. Super frustrated with this DistroKid and Spotify situation. For the second time, now it's another song that they're saying. You just seen it. For the second time, now they're saying it's another song. This is the things that they are doing. We are following their rules, and they are doing this to us. I am heated. I'm beyond angry. I'm frustrated with this distributor in particular. I need help. I need answers. And I need them now, man. Like, I can't keep going through this. I don't want to keep going through this every release. Y'all capping, man. Y'all capping, bro. Y'all capping. I know this is happening to people, and I guess I'm the example right now. I'll be the example. But we definitely getting justice out of this, man. Indie artists, man, we still on the rise. We still on the come up. Even though they making it harder for us to survive, let's keep pushing. Let's keep going. We're going to figure out. We're going to get to the tail end of all this. This is crazy, yo.
All right, and that's Kevin. Shouts out to him for being brave. That's a real brave, right? I'm not going to get canceled. I'm not gonna get canceled, but that's a real brave. Being willing to share this type of information, to me, that's brave, right? If you catch my drift, Trey, that's the real brave, right? That is brave. All right, I'm done. If you ain't picking up what I'm putting down, I'm gonna keep it moving. Cause the last time I talked about somebody being brave, I got banned. I'm like, yo, you're brave. I believe in you. I believe in everything. Not necessarily. But anyway, let me see. Ewan, I think your name is Ewan the Legend. How do I submit you a track? Yo, submit a track for Monday night's music review. Submit a track for Monday night's music review. I will send you the flyer if you send me a DM on TikTok or on Instagram. Send me the flyer, and then I'll make sure you get the information on how to submit music. This is what's going on. I'm giving people the platform, independent artists especially. I'm giving artists the platform to be heard on this podcast. But I go through a vetting process before I actually play them on the pod, because I use Monday night's music reviews as a coaching call for y'all. This is a coaching call for y'all. Everybody that's watching this on Instagram and on TikTok and on YouTube, this is a coaching call for y'all on Monday nights. Monday nights, submit the music. I'm going to listen to it. I'm going to look at your social media following. I'm going to look at your page. I'll help you figure out what you can post so you can get your weight up a little bit more. And then when I provide a platform for you on this actual show, now when people come see your social media, they have something to follow. And it's not just a ghost town on your page, right? That's why I vet people on Monday night music reviews, and then after they do that stuff, or sometimes people already got it. Sometimes people already got it ready, and I'm just going to play the music on the podcast regardless because it's dope. And this podcast goes to Patreon, it goes to YouTube, it goes to TikTok, it goes to Instagram. YouTube is 14,000 subscribers. I got 40,000 followers on Instagram, 7,000 on TikTok, and I'm just providing a platform for who needs it. So I'll send you the information on how to submit. Everybody that's watching this right now too on Instagram, this applies to y'all too. If y'all want me to play y'all music on this pod, send me a DM and I'll make sure that we can get you the information on how to submit for the music reviews. All right, but anyway, back to Kev Morris. Back to Kev. This is the thing. We've been talking about Spotify for the past, at least. We've been talking about Spotify for at least maybe 6 months? It feels like it's been at least about 6 months, right? And this is what I've been telling everybody. And I don't know. I feel like when I get into this part of the podcast, a lot of the times my algorithm gets suppressed. Honestly. I think the algorithm is cool with me saying, you're a bum. You got poverty music. Oh my God. What is this? I think the algorithm is okay with me doing that part. But when I get into the educating part of my pods or the educating part of my music reviews, because I talk about the same stuff on the music reviews for the most part, I think the algorithm be like, nah, that don't benefit us. So when he gets out of this part, then we'll send a few more people his way. But until he gets out of this part, let's just suppress the algorithm for a second. I think that's what really happens. But anyway, I have been talking about independent artists promoting Spotify for free since last year. I'll say it again. I have been talking about independent artists promoting Spotify for free ever since last year. And every artist will probably say, ain't nobody promoting no Spotify for free. What you mean? That's the platform. We got to put our music over there. We got Apple Music, we got Spotify, and we got YouTube. But that's where we get our money from. That's what every artist would tell me. And this is what I would tell them. If you want to play that game, cool. Play the game and just know what the outcome could be. Because this is how I look at everything when it comes to the economics of musicians. What's happened is this. Every musician has vetted themselves into a process that they cannot control. Every musician has vetted themselves into a system that don't necessarily benefit them. Every musician is also promoting the platform that does not benefit them. For me, it's just like an artist saying, "No, we're gonna go way back. We're gonna go way, way, way back. What up, Sosa? What up? We're going to go way back. Let's go to slavery. It got to be vivid. I need some cartoon characters to come up on the screen. Let's go to slavery, right? This is just like somebody saying, yo, I belong. What is this called? This is called disinfect spray germs. I'm going to say, I belong to Mr. Germs Plantation, and he let me make $1,000 in 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Oh, all the slaves on the plantation say, oh, they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. And the last time I talked back to Master Germs, he ain't say nothing to me. He ain't even whoop me. And everybody on the plantation say, oh, that's cool. That's cool. So then you walk around with a, I belong to Mr. Germs Plantation on your chest. It's wild, right? You walk around with a I belong to Mr. Germs Plantation on your chest and say, look, Mr. Germs allowed me to make $1,000 and I'm going to buy my freedom at some point. And all the slaves say, okay, cool. Cool. And then Mr. Germs say, I got to add a new contingency because you're about to buy yourself out. Once you buy yourself out, now I don't own you no more. So we're going to add some new contingencies in here. That's what Spotify's doing. If you think about it like that, that's what Spotify's doing. You're walking around with the I belong to Mr. Germs Plantation. You walking around with I belong to Mr. Germs Plantation. I'm gonna tell you what's the equivalent. At the end of the year, everybody does the Spotify wrap up. I did 100,000 downloads on Spotify. I did 1 million downloads on Spotify. I did so and so downloads on Spotify. Right? That is you promoting the plantation. And I said this years ago. Last time I said this, somebody got mad at me and said, bro, this is just our accomplishments. Man, let us promote our accomplishments. And I said, if that's an accomplishment for you, you need to think about something else to feel accomplished by. Have a different gauge. That's not to me, right? To me. If you are in the position where you can create music for one, right? And this is a skeleton crew version of being an independent artist, right? So I know it's more involved, but just come with me. Come with me for 1 second, right? Let's say that you are in a position where you can create your own music. You got your own producer, or you are the producer. You got your own songwriter, or you are the songwriter. You have your own social media page because it's free to start social media. It's free to start your social media page. It don't cost you nothing to start an Instagram page. It don't cost you nothing to start a TikTok page. It don't cost you nothing. This not need a soundbite. It don't cost you nothing to start a YouTube page, right? So everybody has the same things at their fingertips. I would advise you to figure out ways to use your own platform before you start trying to utilize a platform like Spotify. Even in this, watch this. Watch this. This is something to think about. This is really something to think about. And this is cold too. It's cold. Don't everybody have the ability to record and then zip up the recording in a folder on your desktop? And if you got the ability to record, zip up a folder on your desktop and put it in a WeTransfer link or put it in a Dropbox link. Everybody got the ability to do that. Why don't you think about doing that and then have a Cash App or a PayPal or any other account attached, and you can say, well, look, if you want to buy my song, donate money to the Cash App. And this is for, I know it's platforms that allow you to accept donations and allow you to get payments from people. But I'm just saying, for the people that want to make up an excuse on why they can't do certain things, this is a real skeleton crew version of that for you. All right. Zip up your music, 3 to 4 songs to 5 songs. Zip it up on the desktop. Download that joint to a WeTransfer link and sell that. Sell that direct to consumer. Now somebody can cash app you $5, $10, $100, whatever you're going to charge. They can cash app you that money. You send them the zip. We cool. Now you are literally making way more money than you would have ever made on Spotify. You're making way more money than you would have ever made on Spotify. Now what happens is a lot of people want the credibility and they want the notoriety that comes along with, I did all these numbers, right? Again, figure out a different gauge. Figure out a different gauge of success. This is the reason I say this, and this is the reason. This is the reason. Right now, if y'all were listening to Kev Morris, if you were listening to Kevy Morris, what he was saying is right now Spotify is taking down your music. They are taking down your music because it is not deemed as streamable. That might be one. Or it is deemed as being used by bots. We all know about that, right? It's being used by bots. Or it's saying it's just different. It's different hurdles that you are going to have to overcome now. This is a thing that I've been saying. Listen, go back and listen to some of my old pods. This is not new information. This is not new. But I've been saying, yo, if you are paying a DJ to get on their playlist and that DJ is using bots, what happens when you stop paying that DJ to be on his playlist that's using the bots? What happens? Your following and all of your views and all your streams are going to go down because you're no longer paying that DJ to get your streams played. Now, this is the flip side of this. I also said the same thing. I said a lot of these DJs might be using bots to get their views up. Everybody called me crazy. Oh, Nito, man, I mean, bro, let us have some fun. We just trying to get our weight up, bro. You already got the Grammy. You already got the play. No. It ain't all about that. We are getting to the point where it is going to be about sustainability. Period. Sustainability. That is where we're getting to. I'm going to tell you why. And then we're going to go to the next video in a minute because I got another video that I need to cover, and it's important. All of this is important information that we need to commit to our memories, right? I say if we don't get to the position of sustainability with music, and this is a superpower for musicians too. This is a teachable moment. Write it down. Write it all down. This is a teachable moment. Musicians, singers, songwriters, content creators, we have a certain superpower. You know what the superpower is? The content. Because at some point, a lot of this stuff is going to be automated. You're going to have all of AI creating content, right? You're going to have AI doing some of the tech jobs. You're going to have AI doing a lot of the maintenance jobs. You're going to have AI and automated services doing a lot of the stuff that's kind of been that lower tier of economic income. It's going to be the lower tier of income. All of those jobs are going to be gone. It's going to be a wrap. So the superpower that musicians have is the content. The superpower that content creators have is the content. Yo, I would advise you to get to the place where you're creating content effortlessly so that you can make sure that all of this content that you're creating can be monetized. And I'm just saying, look at what's going on. Look at what's going on. We already talked about Spotify taking down your music, and they're deeming that as an unstreamable song. How many people have been using DistroKid? I would even go another step further because in his video, he wasn't talking about a DJ getting on a DJ playlist. He was talking about DistroKid using bots to get the numbers up. Right? So if DistroKid, which is this big credible platform, is using bots to get the numbers up, who else do you think is using bots to get the numbers up? Do y'all remember me talking about Spotify with the stockholders and then what they probably report to the stockholders and then how they actually get the numbers up and how they get people to want to invest into Spotify? Do y'all remember that conversation? If you don't, I'll find the clip, right? But I talked about Spotify reporting fake numbers via bots to stockholders to keep getting them to invest more money into the platform so they can have more of the shares of streaming. I talked about this over and over, right? Now, they're going to use that to their advantage. I've even talked about the idea of labels using AI to create songs so they don't have to pay royalties. Again, I'll say it again. I've even talked about labels. Warner, Universal, Atlantic, Capitol, all of these labels. I've talked about the idea of them using AI to create songs and to create artists so that they can put as much music out as possible and not have to pay royalties. So if you got the biggest streaming platform, which is Spotify, saying, look, yeah, we're going to start taking y'all music down because y'all music ain't deemed as playable. It's not high quality music. You got bots. They're knocking you for all of the stuff that they told you that you should do to get hot on the platform. Think about that. Think about that. Right now, they are knocking you for everything that they told you that you should do to get on the platform to be successful. That sounds like to me, they don't want you over there in the first place. Back to Master Germ's plantation. Back to Master Germ's plantation. If we know that all this mud wants you to do is be a workhorse and create income for him and his family, and then if you die, cool, I just buy another one of you. Take that information and run with it. Do with that information what you feel like you need to do, because what's happening is people are going to be stuck on stupid. I would even go another step further, and I think I had another clip talking about some of this stuff. But y'all, everybody that's attended my music reviews, right? I don't know how many of y'all on Instagram or TikTok or how many of y'all actually have attended my music reviews, right? But in all music reviews, I have started this thing called poverty music. Right? It's a joke. It's kind of a reoccurring joke. I say, nah, that's poverty music, bro. Ha ha ha. Right? I laugh. I create a whole character around it. Mr. Candy from Django Unchained is like the master label owner that's over poverty music because he wants to take all of your resources from your community. I ain't trying to make it a grown-up pod, but it is what it is. But I have talked about this consistently over and over and over, right? Why do y'all think somebody like Sexy Red, or even Glorilla, I like Glorilla. Why do y'all think the labels are starting to back off of a lot of the hood music? Why do y'all think that? Because this is the thing. This is what I want y'all to look at. For me, poverty music is low effort music. Low effort music does not pay the bills. It may have paid the bills a while ago, but low effort music, the music that don't really take a lot of skill and a lot of ability, a lot of labels are going to replace you with AI and say, all right, done. We're good. That was fun while it lasted. Glad we got out of that one. Get them out of here. Oh, you thought you were going to release an album? No, we ain't got no more money for you. We ain't got no more money. That's where it's all going. So I would advise everybody to make sure that you are starting to put more effort into the music. Put more effort into your musicianship. Put more effort and time into the content that you create around your music. Because this is the thing. As my community knows, I'm a big advocate of when you start doing music, it's all about creating a catalog. If you create your catalog, then you can leverage your catalog at some point. But don't create a catalog and sell everything as it comes. What I mean by that is this. M got an album coming out. Eminem is one of those flagship artists. Eminem, Beyonce, Lil Wayne, Drake, Kendrick, Rihanna, Slim after that. It ain't too many other people. Golly. That's about it. As far as black artists goes, there's a few white artists, this flagship artists. Justin Timberlake is a flagship artist. Maroon 5. I might put Lizzo in that category. But it's a few flagship artists where if you get the song on their album, you're guaranteed to get you some nice publishing, some nice royalties on the back end. It's a few of those artists. Being that it's only a handful of those, where else do y'all think money is going to come from? Who else do you think the label is going to invest in because they believe in the music that much? And I want y'all to look at this. Think about this too. All the artists that I just named, Rihanna, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Drake, Kendrick, Wayne, something. Yeah, I give Wayne that. Those artists, if you listen to their music, all of it is Nicki. Oh yeah, Nicki. Thank you, Nicki. All of these artists, when you listen to their albums, it's layers to it. You can tell that some money was spent into the project. This is the same reason why they're looking like they're mad at Cardi right now. Cause she like, yo, I ain't putting no album out. I ain't gonna do it. No, you should put an album out. You know how much money we spent on these last singles that you re-released? No, we need that. We need that back. That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at that. So if you're not in that category right there, go with this campaign and go with this plan that I'm talking about. Y'all got to be self-sufficient, yo. Musicians, y'all got to get self-sufficient. All right, this is something else to kind of lead into more of the same conversation centered around economics and musicians. And I just want us to just listen to it. This is the thing. Listen to it, and we're going to talk. We're going to talk. Let it load. All right, here we go. All right, I thought.
So we got to talk about something very, very important because see this happen. Understand what this means. We're going to talk about a $50 minimum wage throughout America. And why would America make a federal law to make minimum wage $50 an hour? Well, guys, right now, I believe that we are in the first stages of the dollar being
Oh, my bad, my bad.
replaced. So when you see the government say, you know what, forget it, cut the money printer on, and say we're going to do a $50 minimum wage throughout the entire country, meaning if your job pays more than that, they're probably going to raise you up even higher. So you're going to see things like houses, cars. You might see a $200,000 car. You might see a $3 million house. But your wages will now be minimum wage of 50, and you might make $100 an hour or $150 an hour on your normal job. So you're gonna see this happen, and you're hearing it here first. But just know what that is. I can't say what it is, but it starts with a hyper. And when hyper happens, you guys know what that means. And if you don't know what hyper, go look up Zimbabwe and Venezuela. See what happened when their currency went hyper.
All right, that was yo. And this is the guy name is Quandro, spell Quanadro, Quanvale. But y'all look at his screen name is QUIADROW. Go check him out on TikTok. What he's talking about is hyperflation. What he's talking about is hyperflation. If y'all look at hyper or hyperinflation, if y'all go look at that, right? Whenever a system, and I'm not gonna say the G, because every time I say the G, I get crushed on YouTube. So I'm gonna just say the G. Y'all have to fill in the blank. If y'all know what the G is, y'all can put it in the chat. I'll shake my head, yeah. I'll shake my head, no. But if y'all go look at the G and hyperflation, what that means is a whole G that's in charge of a system will crash the system. If a system is crashed and you're looking at something like the War of the Worlds or any of the Will Smith movies, that's what you're gonna have. War of the Worlds. What's another one? End of the World. Any of the End of the World movies. I look at things like this. There are tiers, right? If this happens, then this happens. If this happens, then this happens. If that happens, right? So, if you got a whole system that's laying off people, which is tech, because for a few years, from 2010 to now, tech has been popping. You go get your tech job, you get your tech security job, you go do a cyber security, you go do this, you do this. That is popping. You're good. Bam. Go out there, get 100,000. Bam. Cool. 100,000. You're on the top tier of people that's making money. You get 100,000. Cool. Keep working that job. Get 200,000. Keep working the job. Get 300,000. Cool. That's where we've been. If hyperinflation happens and the G controls all of the lower income, and lower income at that point would be 100,000. That would be low income. Think about that. If low income is 100,000, just think about that. So, if you got this system that's crashed and everybody is now depending on the system to get their food, they're depending on the system to get housing, they're depending on the system to get health care, they're depending on the system for all of this stuff. Who has the power to say, oh, y'all done, cut it off? The system. The system is if the system is the common denominator that can control everything from food, housing, healthcare. This is where I get into a lot of conversations with my people that are in the, and I don't claim to be a Democrat or a Republican. I'm neither of the. I'm independent. I vote for what makes sense. That's how I am, right? But I'm going to just say my heavy Democratic people would like to say, well, no, we need this. The system has benefited all of these people and this and this. And if we don't do this, then these people lose that. All right. Have y'all looked at where we are with Social Security? Have y'all looked at where we are with retirement plans, 401ks? Have y'all just looked at this stuff? Like actually looked at it from the inside out and said, oh, wow. And this is why my heart goes out to some of these people because I was in that position as far as thinking, as far as thought patterns. I was in the position of thinking like, oh, okay, well, if I retire, by the time I retire, if I got 200,000, if I got 300,000 by the time I retire, and you can live off of, let's say 20%, and 20% is high. 20% is very high. But say you can live off of 20% of your retirement and you saved up 100,000. Keep it simple. You saved $100,000 and by the time you retire, you have 100,000 stashed up. You live off of 20%. 20% of 100 ain't nothing but 20,000. How you gonna live off of that? Or 20%, even 20% of 200,000. That's $40,000. And inflation is here. If inflation is here and you're trying to live off of $40,000, and that's saying that you got $200,000 saved, taking a step further, $300,000. And we can keep doing the math over and over. Say you want to live off of your retirement after you retire, right? And you got $300,000 saved. That's $60,000. Still not enough. Because remember, at this point, low income will be $100,000. So that means you need $1 million. You need $1 million saved up in your retirement plan so you can pull $100,000 to be at the bottom of the barrel. Who's doing that? Who has the ability to do that? So I'm going to continue to push entrepreneurship. I'm going to continue to push self-sustainability. I'm going to continue to push community. I'm going to continue to push people just getting together and creating little business hubs, right? Because this is what's going to happen. If everybody that is a part of the original system thinks that they're going to retire off of $100,000 off, $200,000, or even $300,000, and 20% is high. I'm going to just look at the stats. Let me see if I can pull it for y'all. Because I'm going to see what is the average rate of return for retirement. Mutual funds. We'll do mutual funds. Do y'all know, everybody on YouTube, I'm going to see if I can share this with y'all. All right, so look at this. And this is for mutual funds. This is mutual funds. Mutual funds is kind of like when you are an independent person like me and say you got away from 401ks and you're putting your money into mutual funds, right? Mutual fund is kind of like a lot of stocks. It's like a marketplace of stocks that you just put your money into and you get a rate of return off of all of it. So let's say you put your money into a mutual fund. Your mutual fund might have technology. It might have fuel like gas and oil. It might have gold. It might have all of these things in this one mutual fund, and you invest in that and you get a return. Guess what the rate of return is on those? The rate of return on those is between 5 to 15%. I'm going to say it again. And I just gave you, remember before this, I gave y'all the idea of pulling money off of 20%. I gave you a 20% idea up front. We're talking about 5 to 15%. So just everything that I just said, cut it in half. Cut it in half. And half is like a happy medium because that'll be 10%. That'll be 10%. So now let's go back. Do the numbers. We're gonna go back. Let's say you got $100,000 saved in your retirement and you want to live off of your mutual funds, 10%. That means you're gonna make $10,000 every year. You can't live off of $10,000. Who do that? Where that at? How you gonna live off of $10,000? So go a step further. You got $200,000. All right, cool. I got $200,000 saved in my retirement. Yes, sir. All right. That's $20,000 a year. You can't live off of $20,000. We just said that $100,000 is gonna be the bottom of it. We just said that $100,000 is the poverty line. How you gonna live off of that? So even go to $1 million. Let's go to $1 million. All right, cool. So if you could live, if $10,000 was your pool from $100,000, that means what? 100,000, roughly 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. To pull $100,000, you have to have $1 million saved up. Tell me where that's at. And now I'll go a step further. Are you currently doing the things that you need to do to be able to pull that type of money in the next 5 to 10 years? If you're not, I'm going to say it's time to start thinking about changing up your approach when it comes to finance, when it comes to savings, when it comes to output versus input. Entrepreneurship, you can continue to grow over and over, even if you keep your 9 to 5. I'm an advocate of that. Keep your 9 to 5 and keep building it until you're at the point where you can pull what you need to pull to be successful and to live and have a fruitful life. Yo, nobody cares. Everything that's going on, nobody cares. Everybody's just like, yeah, all right, I see you. I'm going to keep doing what I'm going to do. And I heard him say something. Don't let this be one of those pods that you overlook. And you overlook it because you don't quite understand what I'm talking about. Do some digging. Do some digging on rate of returns. Do some digging on 401ks. Do some digging on mutual funds. Just do your own research and start formulating a plan around what you need to do to be financially sustainable from here on out. Because what's going to happen is, in the event, right? Let's just do this. Let's put this scenario. And I'm also an advocate of coming up with things that can be automated. I'm also big on that. Let me see. Remy's music. We can send music. Send music for Monday night's music review. If it makes the cut on Monday night's music review, then I might play it on Friday's show. Next Friday's show. But I do all of the independent artists, I play their music on the pre-show. All right. Pre-show is like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. Yeah. So if you want to, just send me a DM and I'll send you on how to submit music for Monday night music review, and then we'll go from there. But yeah, let's go back to it. I don't want us to be in the position where everybody's on the struggle bus. It's enough people on the struggle bus where it's like, all right, I've been here long enough. What can I do next? I am an advocate of, in the event that you are in rock bottom, start formulating plans Start coming up with automated systems which you can start monetizing while you're asleep. I'm going to say that. Because it's only so much time that you can work within a day, right? If you're on a 9-to-5 job, you only working 8 hours a day, you still got a good 4 hours of work in you. That 4 hours of work that you might have while you're awake in your waking hours, start building a business. Start building a plan for that business so it can be automated so you don't have to work in it all the time. Right? That's the only way you're going to start beating the system. Because guess what? All of our counterparts, and think of it like that. If your counterpart or the person that you're up against is Amazon, or if the person that you're up against is Walmart, or if the person that you're up against is eBay, or any of these big companies, if they're up 24 hours a day making money, why you ain't? And when I say they're up 24 hours making money, nobody, not manpower. We're talking about automated systems. We're talking about using AI. We're talking about all of that stuff, right? All right, we're going to start wrapping it up. If anybody got any questions or y'all got some input that y'all want to go ahead and put it in the chat. While y'all do that, I will go ahead and talk about what we got going on. Shouts out to me and mine. So this summer we're rolling out something new for our high school students, especially between the age of 11 and 17. All parents, come close. And by the time y'all watch this, y'all still have some time to enroll. So it's cool. All my parents, if you got a teen that's in the house right now and they are just being bums on the log and they just sitting around watching TV, playing video games, I got something for you. Have them enroll into our summer camp. Our summer camp is fire. I'm going to tell you why. What we got going on, let me see. Because I got some messages too. Give me 1 second. All right, cool. All right, but our summer camp, and I did not get on Trump today. I might get on Trump next pod. Anyway, let me talk about the summer camp, and then I'll go back to the camp. I'll go back to my thoughts on Trump. But the summer camp is centered around music production, vocal performance, recording, publishing, building a brand, utilizing social media, and we have fun with it too. It's fun too. So if you want your kid to be in my summer camp and they're gonna learn how to make beats, everything, it's cool. It's a dope situation. Make sure you send me a DM on Instagram. I will send you the link to get everything signed up. It is for 2 weeks. It is a 2-week summer camp. All them other weeks, if y'all need something, you need them to do something the other weeks, I might be able to come up with something for you. But right now, it's only a 2-week summer camp, and it is super low. It is a super, super low expense. So if you want your kid to do that, even if you're in some other states and you want your kid to do that, I will be offering a virtual option for your student. I will be offering a virtual option for them. And just send me a DM. The dates, I will put the dates in my bio. I think right now we are looking at the dates between July 15th to July the 26th. July 15th to July the 26th. That's the summer camp dates. Right? And again, if you want your student to sign up, just send me a DM and I'll make sure you get all the information. I have literature around it too that you'll be able to get. Also, if you are wondering, so this is kind of like an extension of what I'm going to be doing through the school year. This is kind of like a entry to the 6-week course that I have for my students. So again, it's fun. It's fun. I like to make sure that they get all the information. The funny thing is, your student might come home and they're like on some old Elon Musk type stuff. I got this technology that I want to develop, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna make $100,000 tomorrow. And you'll be like, "Yo, okay, okay." But again, if you do want your student to sign up for my summer school course, and it's not just me, it's me and my wife throwing the course. She's going to be teaching the vocal performance side of it, and y'all kids are going to be on some intergalactic stuff for real, for real, for real. So if you're interested, if you're watching this on YouTube, link is going to be in my bio. Just Magneto7 everywhere. Magnedo. Magnedo. Send me a DM. I will get you the information that you need to get your student in my summer school course. But it's going to be cool. Now, to this Trump topic. I'm going to abbreviate this conversation. Right? I'm going to abbreviate this conversation because I look at decoys. I look at systems, and I just don't take anything at face value. I don't take nothing at face value. So just know when I talk about this conversation, or when I have this conversation, it's loaded. Right? I'm looking at what's currently being implemented. Do y'all know about the term? Do y'all know what a term is? First off, because I know I got like a room full of musicians. Do y'all know what a term is? All right, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see if y'all know what a term is. All right, so the tariff. Am I saying it right? Tariff? Yo, am I saying it right? I think I'm saying it right. Y'all know I got the North Carolina in me, and the country in me makes me say certain things with a little slang, a swing, like just a. But anyway, a tariff. Right now, I think when Trump came into office, he had a 25% tariff on everybody that's wanting to bring cars into the U.S. or any of the cars, any of the manufacturers that had parts they want to bring into the U.S. They had a 25% tariff. Buddy Biden just put $100 tariff on. I mean, 100. Tell us what this is. All right, great. I will. Right now, Biden has put 100% tariff on any part that's coming into the U.S. from China, from any of the other countries. There is 100% markup on everything. So that's the money that they have to pay to bring their parts or their cars or anything into our economy, right? So Hondas, right? Put it like that. If you wanted to buy a Honda, if you wanted to buy a Lamborghini, if you want to buy a Bentley, if you want to buy any of these foreign cars, originally he just put a 25% tariff on everything. And that's what Trump did. 25% tariff on everything. So if you want a Honda, he's going to charge them 25% everything, right? Now he's charging them 100% of everything to come into the country. The reason is it's a lot of new developments when it comes to not the Cybertruck, what do you call it? Electric cars, right? We had electric cars coming in, a Honda electric car, let's say he's going to charge 25%. Now it's 100% markup. If we were to buy that same car over there, it may have been $10,000. Put it like that. If we were to go to China and buy the car from over there, it's going to be $10,000. For us to get that same car in America, he marked it up 100%. So now it's not only $20,000 base, but now the dealer has to do another markup for them to make a profit. So how this all ties in is, y'all remember the clip that I just played from my guy on YouTube, Quandro? I think that's how you pronounce his name. All of this is affected because if they're charging them, if the U.S. is charging China, Russia, Germany, anywhere where we're getting foreign cars, if we're charging them 100% markup, we're gonna get all of the fees on the back end. So that's why we'll be paying $100,000 for a car. That's why you might be paying $100,000 for an Accord at some point in the near future. That's why, right? And just look at everything. He's trying to mark up these imports as if it's going to benefit us, but it'll actually hurt in the back end. Only thing that had to happen was things could have had to been kind of marked up, and I need to get like an economist on the pod to get them to talk about a little bit more of this stuff deeper in depth, because I am all for the musicians economy. When it gets outside of that range, I am a little uh I'm a little limited when it comes to that space. So I'm gonna get somebody on the pod to talk about that part, because it's a lot, y'all. It's a lot that's happening right underneath our nose. But right now we got so many decoys that's pushed in front of us to get us off of that trajectory of, all right, this is what money looks like. This is what money is gonna look like in 2030. This is why we got all of the scanning technology and the biometrics and all. This is why we got all this stuff. Nobody's wanting to do the digging. I'm going to do some of the digging, but I need to get some people on the pod that can actually go deeper in depth than I can. But yeah, right now, just look for everything to go up more. Look for everything to go up more, period. And I get that the U.S. is trying to compete with the economy of China and everybody else that's implementing the electric cars into their economy. I get that we're trying to compete and we want to be at the forefront of it. But right now, we're losing. We're already in mid-level to the bottom of the barrel when it comes to what's being developed in other countries and their price point. Their price point is 100 times better than ours right now. So, hopefully y'all enjoyed the pod. I got somebody coming up on the back end of this, so make sure y'all watch this on YouTube. Shouts out to Guns or Gars. I'm going to have him interviewing on the back end of this and just learn a little bit about his business. Go and support his business. If y'all like what he got going on, go ahead and buy something. You know what I mean? Go ahead and buy something. But anyway, till next week, I'm out. Peace.
What's up? What's up? What's up? I am here again, as I promised. As I promised, we got a community highlight. Today is a little bit different, though. It's a little bit different. I got Gordon. No, Mr. Gordon. Mr. Gordon. I got Brian Gordon in the building, man.
Thank you for having me, my guy.
This is not only the owner of something that I think is going to be very necessary based on the conversations we just had, but he's the owner of Guns and Gars, Tactical Society and Gear and Security, and the Second Amendment. I can't remember what the Second Amendment was. He's going to talk about it, though. But anyway, Brian Gordon, talk to me, man. How you feeling this morning?
Bro. Thank you, man. I'm good, man. I'm blessed, man. I appreciate you for having me, big dog.
Hey, bro, no problem. So I'm going to just let y'all know off the rip what happened was, right? What happened was, this is, Brian actually hit me up about doing a beat for it's a commercial, right? And the joint's fire. So if y'all are wondering what it is, it's just trust me, it's fire. Everybody on Instagram, everybody on TikTok, everybody on YouTube, y'all will see the commercial once the joint's done, because we will be sharing it. But he originally reached out about doing me doing some music for the commercial. And after I saw the brand, y'all know how I am. Y'all know I'm somewhat of a doomsday preparer / secret society dweller. Like, I just dig into a lot of information, right? So I thought it would be befitting to have him on the pod. So talk to me, man. How you feeling this morning, man?
Man, I'm good, man. I'm good, man. We hung out a little bit last night to smoke some cigars, man, and hey, it was rise and shine. I'm ready to go.
Okay, cool. Now, where you from?
So originally from a little small town, man, here in Florida called Rodonia, Florida. Everybody don't know what that is, man. It's a little country ass town. You know what I mean? Four dirt roads. So not many people know about it, but it's in close to Manatee County. But I reside here in Tampa, Florida now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you said Ravonia?
Rodonia, Florida, bro. Look it up, man. You're gonna see 5 people and about 10 chickens.
So the area is kind of like is it heavy agriculture, or like what's the main?
It's gonna be well. When I was growing up, it was heavy. It was heavy kind of agriculture, tomato type of picking industry. And it was this very close knit type of neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like 4 streets. We had mostly Black people. We had some Spanish people sprinkled in the neighborhood as well. But very, very tight knit country town. Leave your doors open type of vibe. You know what I mean?
Okay, okay. So now that you're in Tampa, Tampa is kind of like big city, ain't it?
Yeah, man. Tampa's boom, man. We got everybody moving from Atlanta. You know what I mean? We got New Yorkers, Cali. Everybody moving here, man. To come and get that sunlight and
Mm,
beach.
yeah. So I guess when I think of Florida, right? Of course, I think of it being heavy one side, right?
What you mean? Give me what you mean, bro?
On the political side of things,
Okay, okay.
right? Now, this is the thing. This is my thing, right?
All right.
I lean closer to the side that Florida leans with. uh, and being in the musical community, that don't hit right with folk that look like me,
Babe, understood.
right? So, what has been kind of your upbringing coming up in a red state for the most part?
Well, on the business side, right? On the business side, this is an awesome state to be in for the industry that I'm in, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, everything guns and protection, that's my lane, bro. That's my purpose. You know what I mean? So I always kind of, grew up in that something protection, security. So
Okay.
the business that I am, it doesn't matter how the economy doing. Matter of fact, the worse the economy does, the businesses that I'm involved with, the better the more money I make. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So guns, alcohol, tobacco, those are three industries that I'm planting my feet in.
Okay. And I kind of side with you too. I'm from North Carolina originally,
Right.
but I live in Georgia. And what I've noticed is a lot of us, I feel like we're being bought into the wrong things as far as when it comes to how we vote. When it's election time, we
Right.
don't vote with the pockets. A lot of the times we vote with the emotions. And I'm just kind of, I don't know. I'm iffy right now, and the only reason I'm having a conversation is because I
Right.
haven't had somebody that has a background in tactical security and guns and in this space that's
Right.
black.
Okay.
Everybody else that I've dealt with in this space, white boys, redneck, whatever, right? So I'm just curious to know, like, what's your perspective on how we vote when it comes
Oh
to
man. I'm just gonna give it to you raw, Magneto. I only know how to do it one way, right? Um, 90%, over 90% of my customers don't look like me, which is it's scary, but it's also real. It's just I'm
Mhm.
just being blood raw with you right now. I personally have a problem with that because I feel like the thing that we decide to deem important or um how do I say that? I just feel like we spend money on shit that's not important. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Things that can protect our families, protect our loved ones, protect our property, protect our community. We don't want to invest in those things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Um, and I feel like that's a problem. It's been a problem for quite some time. Unfortunately, our community, our dollar doesn't stay in our community for very long. That's just true. That's just
Yeah.
numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm leaning with you towards that. I think that now we have to get in the position in our communities, right, to start learning how to hunt, learning how to shoot, whether that be to shoot to hunt or whether that be to shoot to protect your family or your property. All
Right.
these things that Killer Mike talks about and on your side, like I'm with him. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
lean heavy with him on anything regarding protection and learning how to feed your family and protect your family.
Good, good. So what was your upbringing? Was
So I grew up, man, with with I have a younger brother and sister, and again, I grew up in a small country town, man. I decided, I knew I was going to leave my town at 12 years old. I knew, you know what I mean? It was like one of those things. I was like, man, look, man, y'all, hey, I'll take these beatings, bro. But guess what? Hey, soon as that man give me that graduation paper, hey, I'm out. I knew that, right? So I ended up joining the United States Marine Corps. So that was probably one of the best and rewarding experiences that I ever had in my life. So I got the opportunity to get outside of my community and be around different races, different religions, different cultures. And that's where I kind of learned to love the firearms and everything about tactical and security.
That was one of my questions too. If you were
Yeah.
ex-military, because
Yeah.
I think, and again, I am all art. When I
Right.
tell you all art, bro, I don't know football, basketball, nothing else. Just
Right.
music and business. That's my thing. Period.
Right.
So I think it's cool that we do have people like you that have businesses like you have, that's not only educating, us and how
Right.
to protect ourselves, but also give the benefits of what having firearms and all that stuff could be. Because just keep it 100, most of the time when we hear about firearm anything, it is
Right.
and when it's with us on the news, is we shot somebody slipped up, they didn't have something safety, like the safety wasn't on, and it's always something negative.
Correct.
When they say something about the firearms, oh yeah, so and so went hunting. And when I used to work for the county, like I said, all of was rednecks, right?
Right.
They'll come in with pictures of them, the deer that they shot, and they'll come in with pictures of a hog that they shot. And I'm just like, yo, in my creative brain, I'm just like, yo, that right there is sustainability.
Correct.
Because if
Yes.
all hell break loose,
Right.
these folk gonna be the ones that got the food.
Right. Right.
So
And again, man, like, hey, bro, I've had the luxury to deal with all types of people, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I get along with everybody. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna get up here and listen. I'm pro. Who likes me? I like them. You know what I mean? Who does good business? That's who I do good business with. So being around, like you said, these country boys, man, there's some good people, bro. I don't
yeah,
know, you ever been hog hunting? It's
I have
fun,
not.
man.
I have not.
Man, I would love to take you on. I would love to take you hog hunting, man. You would love it. It's fun.
Okay, bro.
Man, hog hunting is fun, bro. You would have a great time. Trust me, you would have a good time. I thought the same thing when I first heard it. And I was like, yo, man, this is fun, man. You outside, man, and you cooking, you're shooting, you know what I mean? It's just a good time.
See, when you say that, all I think of is I'm out in the woods, hog coming up against me. I'm about to shoot the hog, right?
Yeah.
But now it's a snake that's right by my foot. So now I got to be looking around for the snake while the hog. Nah, bro, I'm good.
Bro, it ain't that bad, dog. I promise you.
All right, maybe. I'm open to it. How about that?
I get you out here, man. You have a good time.
All right, so as far as the business goes, right?
Right.
What all products do you offer people? And I guess give me some of the benefits, because I know you got a few different options.
Yeah. Yeah. So tactical society is the I would say, like, kind of like the head of on the squid. You know what I mean? You got the squid, then you have the tentacles that come off of it. So tactical society also, we do gun manufacturing, right? And then off of that, we also do the gun classes, the gun training. Then we on the other side, we have the security services, where we do executive protection, and we also do private security as well. Then we have the private investigation services. So these are all agencies. So I have the security agency, we have the private investigation agency, then we have the product. So we have everything tactical, anything related to guns, whether that be ammo, bulletproof vests, knives, you name it, man. If it has anything to do in the tactical world, I have it on my website, tacticalsociety.com.
That's dope. So tell me this. I'm curious. What made you go deep in on guns, tactical protection, security? What made you go deep in on developing those products?
So, couple things. So I've always had a passion for a firearm, man. Even as a kid, my dad bought me that I don't know if you remember that M16. It was like an M16 BB gun.
Yeah, I
And
had one of them joints.
yeah. So and GI Joes and shit like that. I was always into that as a kid. You know what I mean? So
Okay.
got too good with the BB gun because dad took the BB gun. He took the BB gun away. I guess he seen too many, little things that were unalived in the yard. So he took the BB gun away, right?
Okay.
So I end up, joining the like I said, end up joining the military, and my love for firearms grew even more. Um, and but even when I got out of the military, I still didn't know what I really wanted to do in life, man, to be transparent with you. So I kind of bumped my head, whether that having jobs here and there or trying, doing the entrepreneurship. And an unfortunate event happened. My brother was murdered about 6 years ago. And that kind of put me in a bad space. And I never wanted anybody else to have that feeling of not being able to be able to protect themselves. You know what I mean? So I just want to make sure people were in position to be able to protect themselves, their family, and their loved ones. So I didn't want anybody to feel what I felt. So I went hard, dove into it, man. And I started creating my own gear line. So I also have Tactical Society also has its own gear line as well. So I sell my gear line and I'll sell other companies gear as well. So I have my own bulletproof vests, knives, firearms as well. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
dope, bro. That's
Yeah,
dope.
man.
Well, I'm gonna definitely need a tee or something. I'm gonna need a
Yeah.
t-shirt. Just send me one of them joints.
Man, that's done.
All right.
Don't worry about it. That's done.
Send me one because I definitely like the business that you're in, not only
Yeah.
because of the nature of it, but I got a family, bro. I got a wife
Yeah.
and 2 daughters. If anything touch my lot, I
I already know.
got a tree line, and then if you jump the fence and the tree line and the next fence, oh yeah, it's up.
Ain't
It's
nothing to
up.
talk about.
It ain't nothing else to talk about, bro. And my bedroom sit right over the backyard, and I'm like, all right, there we go. But how can everybody reach you? How can everybody reach you?
Yeah, man. They can reach me at tacticalsociety.com.
Okay.
They can also reach me at gunsandguards.com. That's GUNSNGARS.com, gunsandguards.com. And our number is 1-855-458-2276.
All right. And I'm sure everything you got is online, so they can order it and they get it shipped straight.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, man, Mr. Gordon, it's been a pleasure, bro. And I can't wait to see this footage. I need the footage, man.
I got you, bro. I'll make sure you'll be getting it probably in the next week.
All right. All right. Everybody, that's Mr. Brian Gordon, man.